What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back, sis, with another read, okay, honey? Period, that y'all. Do not mind my hair. My hair is not wrapped, but I'm still protected. I'm conditioning my hair right now, so don't pay attention to that. But you guys, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. All right. I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody thinking about you. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now, okay? All right, y'all. It is 3:07, and it is 8:36 over there on my stove. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. Y'all, I don't know why, but these cards are, like, all backwards and upside down. So right away, this is gonna be a message from my Libras. I don't know if I said that. Spirit guides, send master, self, family, self, family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Libras for the 25th through the 30th. Okay, so y'all, I feel like y'all getting shit in order. Like, I feel like Libras, y'all kind of like getting y'all thoughts in order, organizing y'all thoughts. Libra card here. I feel like a lot of people been sleeping on you, and at this point, you've been sleeping on yourself. And it's kind of like you keep trying to prove to people that you're something to see, but I feel like now you at the point where it's kind of like, I don't have to prove anything to you. You know, it's like, it's not about proving to other people who you are, but it's about proving to yourself what you can do, who you can be, what you can bring to the table, what you can bring to this universe and to this world. I feel like somebody is like realizing that, look, I have the power to change my future. I can make myself happy. I feel like somebody is just kind of like seeking their happiness, like tired of people, just like tired of motherfuckers. And it's kind of like, nigga, don't take it personal when I walk the fuck away. You want to play tit for tat games, you want to go back and forth like you hurt me, I hurt you. I'm not going to do that anymore. I feel like somebody is tired of being hurt by the same person over and over and over again. It's kind of like, I don't want to play games with you anymore. I don't want to, you know, if you mad at me one day, then I'm going to be mad at you the next. I feel like somebody is over this shit, Libra. Like, don't take it personal when I walk the fuck away. Because you're not surrendering to this journey. You're not surrendering to this love. You're not surrendering to this opportunity, to this miracle. So if you don't surrender to it, then I'm just going to walk away. You know, like, I'm not going to sit here and beg and plead for an opportunity to come to me when I can seek another one, right? So I feel like you're communicating with God about, like, how to move on from a situation, or how to leave a situation, like how to bring your ideas into fruition, how to uncloud your judgment. I'm hearing, I feel like somebody has lost your respect, Libra. It's kind of like this person is causing you challenges. Like, this person could be dealing with multiple people. This could be a person at your workplace who could be gossiping about you. This could be somebody at work that you're forming a relationship with, that you maybe thought y'all was going to be good friends, or, you know, you thought this was going to be a good situation, but I feel like the communication just is off. Like, there's been a lot of arguments, and it's kind of like you seeking answers. You seeking how to make this connection work, like how to make you and your business partner come into a common ground. Or I'm hearing like parents like arguing with their children, like bickering and fighting over, like, oh, you're not doing this around the house, you're not moving, you're not doing nothing. I feel like somebody is like lazy. It's kind of like you're relying on other people to like offer you all this stuff, because you've lost sight of like your blessing. You've lost sight of who you are and where you are in this moment. It's like you stop fucking with yourself, you stop fucking with God. You know, I feel like you stop being motivated, and now you're seeking those ideas. You're seeking ways to like motivate yourself and get yourself out the bed and do shit, you know. I feel like you got good soul, good heart, good sex. It's kind of like, you know that deep down you're a good person, but it's kind of like at this moment you probably not seeing it, because you've lost that communication with God. You know, I feel like before you were confined to like a hard time in a situation where you needed to call on God, but now that you have this freedom, it's kind of like you've gotten out of your rituals, you've gotten out of your habits, you've fallen out of that communication with God, with universe, with source. So now you feel disconnected, you feel confused, you feel like you're not walking in your mission. You know, you feel like you can't bring things into fruition how you would like them to, and the things that are coming into fruition, I feel like, are bringing you in challenges. New challenges, different kinds of challenges. Like, I feel like it's more so like with this bee and this car, I feel like things are kind of like being set up for the summer, and it's like right now it's a lot of tension, it's a lot of things falling away from you. It's a lot of things coming together, but with those things coming together, I feel like it's still problems. Like, it's still tension in the form of like passion. You know, like two people arguing over something, but it's something that y'all passionate about. You know, you and your parents arguing, but I feel like it's because you standing up for yourself. You standing up for your ideas and your dreams and your goals. If you arguing with your child, you know, I feel like you just trying to discipline them. You don't want tension, but it's also kind of like you have to put your foot down. You have to find the balance with the triangle between you having power over this person, and also this person could be your child or could be anybody in your life. It's 312, that equals 3, thank you, the masters equals 6. So I feel like for some of you, it's about children. It's about needing to learn how to discipline your children, needing to learn how to discipline your inner child. You know, how to not run, how to not hide, how to not just coward, you know, from certain situations and from certain blessings. Like, even when blessings are hard blessings and they're not just like the happy blessings and, you know, the ones that come with smiles and giggles and rainbows, you know, sometimes blessings come in the form of like a hardship, you know, but realizing in the middle of that hardship that it's still a blessing is what's going to kind of like push you forward, Libra. It's what's going to push those ideas to the forefront of your mind and help you focus on more of the positive within the blessing, outside of the negative. I feel like somebody is doing too much for recognition, like putting too much of their business out there or trying to be seen. It's like you trying to go to every kickback, every party, every event, every club, every bar. Every time somebody asks you to go somewhere, it's like you jumping out your bed to like go. And I don't feel like that's even the energy that you want to be in. I don't even feel like mentally, energetically, spiritually, you're where those people are. I feel like the people that you're like surrounding yourself with, I don't think they're negative. However, I just feel like y'all are in different positions in life, and you forcing yourself to fit into the stigma and the position of your counterparts or of your peers or your significant other or, you know, your employers or your bosses or whatever community you're in. I feel like you're trying to force yourself to fit in there when you don't fit in, when you're unique, when you're different, when you're an earth angel, when you are powerful. It's like you lessening your power by being around people who aren't as powerful, because it makes you feel comfortable, or it makes you feel safe, and it makes you feel good to be there. It makes you feel like, I'm good, like I'm good here, you know. And I feel like there's a sense of needing to aspire to be more than comfortable, but to be happy and to be peaceful within where you are within your journey. You know, even if that means tension is rising between friendships and business partners and, you know, counterparts and soul family members and soul tribes. You know, I feel like there is a lot of bickering and there is a lot of fighting right now, but I also feel like there's a mass coming together within the world, the planet. I feel like there's a mass coming together of kind of like, I don't know, it's like magnetism. Like, I feel like a lot of soul, 33, thank you to the masters, a lot of soul tribes are being magnetized towards each other. I feel kind of like forced relationships, or relationships that may seem forced, but I feel like they are forced. I feel like spirit is forcing these connections. I feel like maybe to you, you may seem like, oh, I'm rushing into this, and I don't know if I have all the money. I don't know if I have all my stuff together. I don't know if I want to start this new project. I don't know if I want to start this new relationship. I don't know if I want to connect to these family members that I've never met before. I don't know if, you know, I want to meet the child that I gave up for adoption. You know, I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, I'm scared. And it's just kind of like, but this is what you asked for. 33, thank you to the masters, but this is what you wanted. This is the manifestation that you have asked for that is now being presented to you. And the fear and the illusion of it not working out, or it leaving, or disappearing, or going away, or whatever, just whatever. I feel like that fear is kind of like consuming your blessing. You know, I feel like right now with this whole being quarantine thing, it's so important that we become better individuals, that we come out of this more enlightened, more aware, more privileged, more knowledge. You know, like we have this time and this opportunity to connect with people, even if it's via social media. This is taking our power back via social media. You know, this is light workers spreading their ministry, spreading their words, spreading their beliefs and their feelings towards what's happening. You know, this is people making statuses about what's going on in the world and having educational debates and giving other people knowledge. People who maybe don't watch the news, you know, making a status and informing people. You know, this is us becoming a collective, a unit, and bringing in and ushering in that togetherness that is so necessary for the world's ascension. Because in order to ascend, in order for the world to ascend, we must bring back that God within us, that love, that light, right? I'm hearing like patches, like patching things up. Maybe somebody could be patching up a quilt, because somebody could be making a blanket, somebody could be knitting a blanket, learning to knit, learning to sew. I'm hearing doing a lot of hobbies and a lot of crafting, figuring out ways to make money. 1111, becoming crafty. I feel like this is a lot of ideas coming in, and I feel like a lot of these ideas are being like electrified via soul ties, via connections, via meeting people, via communicating with people, via being to your lowest, not having that money, not having the stuff that you're used to having, not having the luxury of getting in your car and taking a drive to the store just because you want to get out the house, or going to a bar to kick it with your friends, or, you know, being able to go to a restaurant at 3 o'clock in the morning just because y'all want to have some fun. You know, like all of these privileges are being taken away to show us that it's bigger than this. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than materialistic things. It's bigger than the planet. You know, this is about the universe's evolution and ascension. And I feel like God is taking a hard look at us right now, and kind of, I feel like it's Judgment Day. And so a lot of us are judging ourselves, and a lot of us are judging others, because now all we have time to do is observe, right? And I feel like it's time to not only just be observing others and what they got going on, but it's time to observe yourself and your whole self at that. You know, tapping into those true emotions, not just the happiness, but the sadness and the resentment and the tears, and, you know, the happy tears, the sad tears, the resentment, the guilt, the shame, the forgiveness, just the love. You know, I feel like so many different emotions are like running high. So much fear is surrounding the world. So much illusion is being like sprayed over us right now. I feel like that's, you know, the spray that everybody is talking about being sprayed around. I feel like it's an illusion. I feel like it's a fog, it's a mist that they want to spray over us, over, you know, the woke eyes, so that we remain asleep. And that's what the reading started off with. Like the song was, they sleeping, they sleeping, they sleeping, they sleeping on me, and I don't try to hard trying to prove that I'm something to see. Like it's kind of like those who are awakened, those who are aware, those who believe in God, those who follow God's word, I feel like we are not afraid. You know, we don't need going outside. We don't need communicating with all these different energies. We don't need all of the things that they want us to believe that we need. Like, I feel like our home is a sanctuary. Our home is sacred ground. Our home has become a place for peace of mind. And I feel like out in this world, it's so crazy, it's so manic, it's so many different mixed emotions and mixed energies within just the world, the sky, the walking outside your house, you know. And I feel like you are realizing that within your home space, you are finding your peace of mind. I feel like where you thought it was impossible, that finding that self-love, that confidence, that abundance, I feel like you're finding it, Libra. You know, I feel like once that manifestation comes in, you know, you starting to think like, damn, I thought this was impossible. I didn't know how I was going to get this. I never saw this come into fruition. You know, it's kind of like, I feel like for some of you it's saying, please help me forget about him. For some of you guys, I feel like this is a breakup. You know, memories coming back up of these past breakups, of these past energies of these men or these women holding you and comforting you and being there for you in your time of need. Now you're remembering, like, look, that's what I should be giving to myself. You know, I should be nurturing myself from all of what I've been through. You know, from all of what people have told me, from what I have told myself over the years. You know, this is healing up those energies, getting rid of them, dispelling them, like kind of like watching them dissipate in front of your eyes. Knowing that the impossible is possible, knowing that I am possible. Knowing that you are worthy and deserving of any blessing that you have sought out, any blessing that you have went towards, that you have walked into. You deserve it because you walked into it. You had enough faith to walk into it. You had enough sight to walk by faith. Like, you had that. You didn't need a roadmap. All you had was your faith, and by walking in that faith, God is like, you did a good job. Here is this blessing. All that you say is true. Anything that you speak is going to be true. So be mindful of what you speak. Be mindful of what you think. I feel like a lot of you guys are coming into a position that you've never been in. So you fighting yourself. You using what you've been through in the past, third-party situations, family abandonment issues, and feeling of unworthiness. You using all of that, and you bringing it into these new manifestations, and it's breaking you. It's breaking you, where you should be inspired, where you should be lifted up, where you should feel like God is like holding you up on a pedestal. Because now your desires are pure. The things that you are manifesting are coming from a pure heart space. You're not manifesting, oh, I want to get back at that nigga for hurting me. Now it's like, oh, I want to send him love and light for making me a better woman. You know, this is releasing shame and guilt. Oh, I fucked this nigga and that nigga and he, she, and they. This is being like, look, I've learned to love myself through giving myself up, and learning that even when giving myself up, it can't make somebody love me. Right? This is being evicted one time and being like, okay, it's not harder for me to get a home. It's just easier to weed out which home is for me. Right? This is God touching your mouth with her hands and speaking through you, using you as a vessel to just channel her messages and her guidance and her love and her healing work. Like, I feel like if you are watching this video, if you are resonating with this video, if you understand this video, you are being used. Right now, today, every day, you are being used. And it's time for you to embrace it. There are no more excuses. There's no more time to sit and twiddle your thumbs and be on Instagram and be worrying about, oh, do people love me now that I'm here? Do people love me now that I'm home? Do people look up to me? Do people still want to show me the same love? Are people still going to be here for me? Fuck those people. When God is showing you your miracle, accept it. Don't leave behind the people who are supposed to be going with you because you want to go back to where you felt comfortable. Understand, that's no longer your peace of mind. The feeling of being left behind, the feeling of no longer being loyal to those people or those decisions or those choices or those events or whatever. This is knowing that you are capable of leaving those things behind and still being loyal. Whether it's to them, to God, to yourself, you are still being loyal to something. Your loyalty is still there. But sometimes being loyal to yourself takes a lot more courage and a lot more oomph than being loyal to other people who don't serve you. This is going back to old behaviors. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Looking for comfort, looking for freedom, looking for love and happiness, and it's not there no more. That's not your happy place. It wasn't your happy place when you was there. You just didn't know it. And now it's like you come out of this hard time, you come out of this confinement, you come out of this struggle, and you just looking for that comfort, you looking for that safety net, you looking for that feeling of like embrace, you know? And it's like you got all of these old situations to go back to, because of course they gonna embrace you with open arms because they want you to come back. They want you to come back. They want you to be where they at. Misery loves company, you know? Old friends, old relationships, old jobs, old situations, old love interests, all of that. You got to free yourself from that shit, because going back is only holding you back. Going back to an old way of living and an old way of being and an old way of thinking. It's so impossible to grow there. It's so impossible to heal where you hurt. It's so impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. Impossible, 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 impossible to better yourself. To better yourself. When you don't believe you're worthy of it. When you don't believe that you can do it. When you know that you're worthy of being better and having better and doing better, you're not going to go back to some old shit that didn't make you feel better. That didn't make you feel good. That don't bring no joy in your heart. I feel like for some of y'all searching for a happiness that no longer resonates with you. A fake happy, a unauthentic happy. When you with your peoples and you with this big group of friends and y'all having this good time and you laughing and you feeling this feeling in your stomach and you like, this is my happy place, this is my happy place. But when you go home, you feel empty. You don't feel filled up. That's not having no peace of mind. That's not your happiness. That's happiness for the moment. For the moment. And I feel like where we are going is so more expansive than just the moment. Yes, it's good to be in the moment, to respect the present and to have fun in the present. But the present also means when you go home. The present is also today. Do stuff that's going to fill you up all day, not just for one piece of the day, right? You know, if you know that doing something like, let's say, going to a paint class with friends is going to fill you up because you're doing something that's expressing your emotions. You're doing something that's releasing your emotions. You're kicking it with friends, and you're kicking it with friends who are vibing at where you're vibing at. Versus, okay, maybe your old friend called you to go to the club, called you to go to the bar. You know, just to kick it, just to go look at a few niggas, or just to even not even look at no niggas, but just to kick it and have a drink, right? And you notice like the conversation just is different. You notice like the conversation not filling you up. What you getting from this conversation? Is this conversation feeding you? Are you feeding them? How are y'all feeding off of each other? Are y'all bringing up past memories? You know, are y'all only talking about the past? How are y'all talking about the past? Are y'all talking about the past to better the future? Or are y'all going back to, man, I wish I was there and that was so fun and this was that, and I was like, you know? I feel like it's a sense of needing to find your peace exactly where you are without having to go back so far into what you think you're missing. You're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing, Libra. You're getting new ideas. You're not missing the old ones. You know, old ideas, I feel like old videos that maybe got deleted, or, you know, old art projects that you lost, or old business plans that you lost, old notebooks or whatever, old opportunities that were missed, right? I feel like that's God, like, taking stuff away from you, making room, you know, so you can bring in newness, better stuff, right? I feel like you could be dealing with the Aquarius, Libra. You could have an Aquarius child that you're harmonizing with, that you're understanding a little bit more. You know, you could be dating a man who has an Aquarius child. And it's kind of like, you know, you like, I'm on the way. Like, I'm meant to be in this child's life. I'm meant to be a part of this child's mission. Like, even if I'm not this child's mother, I still want to step up for him or her as a mother. I feel like for some of you guys, you're dealing with a man who's a wife or significant other or baby mom is either not in their child's life or who has passed away. And it feels like you don't want to rush. You don't want to rush into being in this person's life. 330, thank you, it's in the Masters, because you know what that did to you as a child. Maybe seeing your mother date multiple people, or maybe seeing your mother jump into a relationship with a stepfather or something like that. And it feels like I've been waiting all year for this, and now that it's here, I feel rushed. I feel like uneasy. I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel like for some of you guys, this parent-child dynamic or relationship is really new for you, and it's kind of throwing you off. You feel like it's a little bit too much responsibility because you as a divine feminine are working on yourself. Like, you don't feel like you have your stuff as together as this man. So this man could be older. He could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this man is very in his divine feminine energy. You know, I feel like he put it in drive, like he who finds a wife. I feel like your husband has found you, and now you're fearful. You know, it's like you're finally getting your justice with the Libra card here. The justice is the Libra card. This is balancing out the scales. You know, this is you finally getting that karmic justice, finally getting everything that you want. But it's like once it comes, that fear, that illusion, that fog, that mist, it's kind of like it hasn't necessarily cleared yet. It's still, it's like I'm already here. It's kind of like, just come outside, just eliminate the fog, just let me in. I feel like somebody is saying, just let me in. You know, like I feel like if you're battling a court case, I feel like if you're going through a divorce or something, stop fighting with each other. Understand that this is better for both of y'all. You know, this breakup is better for both of y'all. This is ushering in y'all meeting y'all true soulmates and it being better for the kids. You know, I feel like for some of you guys, this is a baby mom, baby dad situation where y'all are needing to just understand that now we're living separate lives and that's okay. You know, like we have had a lot of justice in our situation and how far we have come. And I feel like a lot of you single mommies out there are just no longer wanting to fight with the baby's father anymore, no longer wanting to ask for money or ask for help. It's just kind of like, I would be all day sitting here waiting for you to help me or waiting for you to show up for me when I can balance this shit out for myself. Or like rendezvous, 3-3 think you're sending masters. Like somebody could be having like a secret affair or a secret rendezvous that maybe is coming out or being shed light on, or maybe it's being exposed. Like, oh, you got a girlfriend? Like, you know, I feel like somebody is just like, oh, so you got a girlfriend now? Like, it's like somebody has an attitude that you're happy, you know, that you feel content with not dating multiple niggas or whatever. Like, I feel like this child's father is being like an asshole because maybe you're dating, maybe you are dating multiple men, maybe you out here kicking it, you know. I feel like, but trying to appease him or trying to appease your mother or the court systems or whatever, I feel like you would just be making yourself small. You know, it's kind of like, I can't meet you halfway anymore. Like, I can't meet you in 5. I can't. Right? I feel like somebody weed man is like late, or they pull up like right away or something where it's kind of like somebody is just like able to pull up quickly. And I feel like maybe this caused like some friction or some tension. Maybe this is somebody seeing you around too many men. You know, maybe you got too many men pulling up on you. Maybe you could be, if you're a weed man and you're a divine masculine, you're a man watching, I feel like maybe your girl don't like the fact that you're around so many feminine energies. Maybe your girl don't like the fact that you're around so many women when you are so attractive. So she could have a little bit insecurities. Like, she could have a little bit a feeling of like, I've never gotten my justice. Like, I've never gotten what I wanted. So maybe this could be her like disconnecting from you a little bit, because instead of her coming to you like, baby, I'm a little bit insecure, I don't really know how to handle you being around so many women, I feel like she's just disconnecting herself, which is causing you as a divine masculine to also disconnect yourself, right? So I feel like there's a lot of like challenges and like with communication between you and a significant other, where it's like the connection is like hot and cold and neither one of y'all really know what's going on at this point. Also, this could just be about like karmic justice, like understanding that, like, you know, you doing bad things and you having a past doesn't disconnect you from your spirituality. You know, it doesn't disconnect you from source. It doesn't disconnect you from the universe. It doesn't disconnect you from being awakened. You know, it just makes you more awake. It just makes you more aware of how to be better. You know, it's like I feel like maybe you're kicking somebody out your house or out of your energy field, like you don't want them around anymore. It's like maybe they've been pissing you off or you've been pissing them off. I feel like there's been a lot of cat fights, like you and your best friends have been getting into it, and it's kind of like y'all are needing how to learn how to like adjust and work out how to be friends through struggle and how to be friends after a disconnect from each other. This is reconnecting with old friends and understanding like I do want to be here for you. You know, I feel like there's a sense of maybe needing space. within a friendship or within a partnership or within a family relationship. Maybe one person is needing to move out. Maybe if you and your mom, or maybe you and your dad, or you and your siblings are butting heads, maybe it's time to like separate and move away from each other. But there's a feeling of kind of like, I'm tired of being yelled at, like I'm tired of being in trouble, I'm tired of dealing with this. I don't like, it's too heavy. It's too heavy for me right now, and I feel like I'm trying to work out my own stuff, so to deal with everybody else, it's a little too hard for me right now. It's a little too hard for me right now. And it's kind of like, I can't really show up for you how I want to. 333, thank you, Cinemasters. I can't really love you how you need me to, because I'm out here finding myself. I'm out here finding my happiness and creating happiness for myself. I feel like somebody doesn't really know what to do. It feels like Cupid shot an arrow, and now it's kind of like y'all looking for it. It's like you're looking for, it's like I know the connection is there. I know it's there. It's just kind of like it's like working hard for something that you really, really want. You know, and I feel like it's like, I feel like somebody feels pressured into a relationship or into a business partnership or into a roommate or a cohabitating living situation. It feels coerced. Like, I didn't want to piss you off by telling you no. I didn't want to piss you off by not committing to you or by not wanting to stay the night because it said somebody got kicked out. It's kind of like, I don't want to offend you. I don't want to lose you. But I also can't commit to this. I can't only go one way. I can't only do one thing because I'm such a multifaceted person, because I have so much going on in my head at once. I'm not able to give you all of my focus. I'm not able to give you all of my attention and all of my love, right? Somebody is realizing that love is not codependency. Love is being two separate entities. It's being a mother and a child and not relying on each other to get each other through everything. This is not hovering over your child and thinking that they're not supposed to go through anything. This is letting them be free. You know, this is letting your husband be free to go out and do what he wants to do and have midnights and, you know, like, talk to his boys and talk about his emotions that maybe he's not able to talk about with you yet. You know, like, just get his stuff out as a man and as an individual. You know, if this is a work situation where you're butting heads with your boss, maybe that's God telling you it's time to move jobs, careers, paths. You know, I feel like you feel suffocated or like you're drowning, like you feel overwhelmed, like it's so much emotions and passion and intensity with this connection or with this situation that it feels overwhelming and overbearing. And it's kind of like, I need you to understand that God gave you permission to feel that way, but also understand that God would not give you anything that you can't handle. God would not solidify anything that you were not capable of maintaining, right? And I feel like we still haven't been to each other's house. You still haven't learned somebody's vibe. You know, you still haven't learned how someone hurts. You haven't learned how someone loves and how someone feels pain and feels pressure and feels sadness and happiness and joy and boredom, you know. It's kind of like this plane, like, is ascending, it's taking off, and it's kind of like the gate is going to close. You either want to commit to this project, to buying this home, or to your spirituality, or to your journey, or whatever. You either want to commit to this or you don't. If you're fearful, if you have those anxieties or whatever, talk to God about it. Give it to God. You know, if you feel like you're in the position of not really feeling like you deserve this, not really feeling like you're balanced enough to handle this, work it out. Work it out within yourself. Work it out within your heart space and with your ancestors and with your way showers, and ask them to show you the way. You know, I feel like somebody feels like they're flying too high. It's like, I just learned to fly. How am I soaring this high? I'm scared of the drop. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared of being this ascended. I'm scared of being this spiritual. I'm scared of being this powerful. Like, I'm scared. You don't want to fuck up the vibe because it feels so good, but I need you to understand that even when something feels good, there's still going to be pain within it. It's kind of like you are needing to see all sides of the situation, all sides of the person. You know, like, this is like accepting somebody for all of them. You know, like, if this person is your child, you have to accept that they're going to have their teenage phase. They're going to have their terrible twos, and y'all going to go through not knowing how to discipline them. And, like, it's stuff that you going to go through. You know, if this whole thing, like, it's hard for you to learn online and you trying to do school and that's not the type of learner that you are, and you're falling behind now and you worried about graduation, like, I feel like there is so much going on in your mind, Libra. I feel like anxiety is attacking y'all right now, making y'all feel unprepared, making y'all feel like there's only one way to go. I feel like you're not even going to work. You're not even able to, like, you're not able to do what you're supposed to be doing because you see everybody else working so hard, and it's making you less motivated. Instead of motivating you to go out and have that same drive, it's kind of like it's forcing you to think that, like, everybody else is in a position that you're not, and that's an illusion. That's a lie. That's the fog. That's the mist. That's not true. You are powerful. You are a king. You are a queen. You are a god. You are a goddess. You are strong and you are a powerful ass individual. You're not on anybody else's time. You're not behind on any fucking timeline. You are exactly where the fuck you're supposed to be. You are exactly in the process of whatever manifestation that you're manifesting. You are in the process of having everything that you want. You are literally in the midst of your story. You are literally in the beginning chapters of your motherfucking series. You know, this is ongoing. Your healing never stops. Your journey never stops. As soon as you get to the motherfucking top, there becomes the next step. We are always evolving. We are always changing. We are always striving for better. Never let what the fuck somebody else is doing, never let that stop you. Never let that stop your determination and your motivation to have what's for you. Because no matter what the fuck somebody else got, that doesn't take from the fact that you get in what the fuck is meant for you. Even if that means you gotta take a couple extra motherfucking steps, bitch, that's just what the fuck it is. But those steps are giving you something. It's preparing you for something. It's offering you something. Don't neglect those steps. Don't look at those steps as something that's a job or something that's hard to do. Embrace those steps. Embrace those motherfucking struggles and those trials and those motherfucking hardships and the hard times where you motherfucking just want to cry and sleep in the bed and fuck people to feel something, or take a drug to feel something, or cut yourself to feel something. Bitch, during all those times, use that shit to your fucking advantage and be like, God, like, I know you making me strong, bitch. Like, I know, like, bitch, like, I just feel like, you are strong. You are powerful. Like, you got God within you. Like, you gotta know it. You gotta understand it. You gotta own it. You gotta own that shit. You gotta understand that those steps are what made you worthy. Going through those motherfucking hardships, that's what made you deserving of this opportunity. Whether you understand that or not, understand that you are in the midst of your blessing. Your blessing not coming. It's already here. It's already here. It may not look like it, but it's just some shit that you gotta work hard for. It's some shit that you gotta continue to work hard for. You know, God gave you this blessing and said that I know you got the shit that it takes to maintain this blessing. I know you got what it takes because I gave it to you. I presented it to you. I am you. You are me. Right? You can have all of this because I said so. God is like, I said you can have this. How the fuck you gonna tell me you ain't worthy? Bitch, you are worthy. You are deserving of this shit. Bitch, it's yours. Can't nobody take what the fuck is yours. Can't no bitch, can't no nigga, can't no mama, no daddy, no nobody. No boss. No, can't nobody take what the fuck is yours. Because God said that's yours. And it's only yours. Okay? Bitch, can't nobody take your nigga. Can't nobody take that job position. Bitch, can't nobody take nothing from you. It's yours. Can't nobody take no coin from you. Can't nobody take your bag. Can't nobody take your knowledge. Bitch, like, all that shit has been given to you. To you and only you. All the shit that has been given to you is yours. Bitch, you are unique in what the fuck you are. And who the fuck you are. And what the fuck you bring to the table. And all your motherfucking struggles. And all your motherfucking hardship. Bitch, that has made you this. Period. Period. Libras, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I only pulled fucking 5 cards, but Spirit was speaking through me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. I have started to sell my own jewelry over on my personal Instagram at Caprice Sun Tarot. So if you are interested, go ahead and check that out. Also, I want us to be a family and a community. So if y'all want to talk about y'all journey and what y'all got going on in the comments, definitely do that down below. Also, leave y'all Instagram, y'all YouTubes, or y'all music, y'all SoundClouds, whatever y'all would like to put out into the world for other people's healing purposes. Leave it in the comments down below, and I'm going to go ahead and pin y'all comments. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.